guys, welcome back to my channel. For everybody who is new to this video, my name is Reema Chitalia and I am an expert SAT teacher and counselor from San Francisco. I have tutored at about 3 of the premium most institutes in San Francisco, which is Princeton Review, Kaplan, and C2 Education. In this video, we are going to talk about what are the activities and how should your activity calendar look like through your high school. But before we get into that, I would like to divide this video into two parts. The number one part is, if you know right before your high school, that means your 9th grade, 10th grade, 11th and 12th, that you want to go to the US, or you're one of those who realizes that they want to go to the States in their 11th grade. That would be a part two. So part number one is, if you were one of those who knew that you had to go to the United States of America right in your high school or just before it, how should your calendar look like? Or how should your vacation calendar look like? Well, if you're one of those, there are 3 activities that I suggest to do in your vacation. Between your 9th grade and 10th grade, I would suggest you definitely go for a summer school in the United States of America in the relevant stream that you wish to go for. For example, if you are one of the people who wants to go for business, Berkeley, Stanford, New York University, and some of the really good universities offer summer schools about 6 to 8 weeks in the line of business. Now, there are 2 advantages to this. Number one is the kind of exposure you'll get so early on in your life that you will actually know what business really looks like. And number 2, you are establishing a relationship with that particular college. For example, your dream college is Berkeley for business, and you end up doing a summer school in business. Then, in this case, you are already establishing a relationship with Berkeley versus somebody who would establish it at a later point of time when they're applying to the college. What would happen in this particular case is that, given you have 2 students who are tied at a particular score, it's 1500 and 1600, and everything else on their portfolio looks the same, then in this case, something like this would definitely be a tiebreaker, because you as a student have established the relationship with the school, they know you, they've generated revenue out of you, they know that you know what are the founding principles of Berkeley, and hence you would be clearly given a preference over anybody else. So between 9th and 10th, make sure you do your summer school. Now, in your 10th grade, you should be taking your PSATs, because that is actually going to give you where you stand and how much you need to work hard. In an event you take your PSATs, use your time little by little in your 10th grade. I know 10th grade is equally important for international students, especially for the IBs and the A levels. Whatever you are, it is an important year of the school. So make sure you do tiny, weeny bits of SATs during your 10th standard and up your level of preparation in your vacation or your summertime. If you're one of those who's really focused in the 10th standard and hasn't taken the PSATs, then also there's no problem. The vacation or the summertime between your 10th and your 11th standard should be used to prepare for your SATs. Well, because this is the time when you actually need to get your portion done. If you start your preparation sometime by, say, April or May, you should be done by a syllabus by August, and you have plenty of time for both your October and your December attempt to take your SATs. I would recommend, whenever you're taking it, whether it's October or December, and to know which one is a better attempt, I've done a video for it. I would link that in the description box below. But whenever you decide to take that attempt, make sure it's once and you get the score that you require. That means you have to be prepared enough. So reserve the first half of your 11th standard, taking your SATs and getting the score that you always wished you want to get. Once you're done with your 11th standard, use the remaining of your 11th standard to do some sort of social work. It could be teaching in a school, teaching the underprivileged students, educating a village, cleaning a beach. The more, the better. Remember, we're looking at a holistic portfolio when you are applying for admissions in the United States of America. So make sure you pick up a course that you're passionate about and you're dedicating, even if it's as little as a few hours in a month, go for it. Between your 11th and 12th standard, opt for your very first summer internships. Summer internship need not necessarily be 40 hours a week or 8 weeks or 10 weeks. It could just be as little as 5 hours a week, which means 20 hours monthly, and you could do that all through your summers and even continue doing it in your 12th grade. But the way you need to choose your internship is in such a way that it has to be close to what you want to opt for your undergrad school. For example, if you want to go for business, go to somebody who has a startup and shadow them. If you want to go over something related to chemistry, find somebody in some sort of a research field and assist them. Whether even if it's as little as assisting them in writing thesis or checking their papers or whatever it is. If you are one of those people who wants to go for medical, then definitely go and shadow a doctor and just see how things are operating. Whatever your internship is, remember the quantity is not important. Nobody's ever going to ask you how much you learn, but the exposure and the feeling of literally working in an environment is very, very important. So, between your 11th and 12th standard, definitely do a summer internship. Continue doing your summer internship through your 12th grade. I would suggest that, but if you can't, then it's still fine. In your 12th grade, again, focus on your academics, which should, of course, be focused on throughout your high school as well. But focus on your academics. Still keep doing your volunteering hours. Still definitely clock in your internship hours. The SAT is already in place. And sometime in mid of August, all schools open their applications. So make sure that you know the first half of your 12th standards reserved with the academics, along with the academics, of course, focusing on admission, which means writing your statement of purposes, filling out your applications, writing your essays for scholarships. It's going to be a ginormous amount of tasks that you need to do. And most of all, it's going to be shortlisting of colleges that would take most of your time. With common application in place, a lot of individual applications have been subsided. So the first half of 12th grade should be dedicated to, applying to schools. And the second half, again, focus on your studies, make sure your academics is well, make sure you're doing everything right. And I think even before you actually finish your 12th grade, you will have admits. So this is a typical timeline for somebody who's actually decided in their 9th standard itself that, they wanted to go to the United States of America. Now let's consider case number 2, where in grade 11, when you're in your A-levels or IBDPs, when you decide. Now, because you've already lost those 2 years, your summer school's out of picture and you definitely cannot opt for it. But I would highly recommend that you start preparing for your SATs right in the vacation between your 10th and 11th grade, and absolutely focus on your academics as well, obviously. The reason I suggest vacations or summer breaks is because you have enough time, you don't have any other clashing priorities, you don't have any months, you don't have anything else. All you have to do is focus on your SATs. So for those who decide in the 11th grade, make sure that by April, May, tops by August, you have an SAT tutor in place. You started preparing for SATs. If you don't have a tutor, you're already focusing on it, and you get the rest of the things done and get your scores sorted by either October or by December. Once you're done with it in your 11th grade itself, start your NGO work like I advised for the former case. And between your 11th and 12th, make sure you have your internship in place and you apply. Make sure that you at least follow these guidelines, because in an event that you decide in your 12th grade, then it's going to be very, very difficult, because the only attempt you have to take and make sure that you qualify for the first deadline is going to be the Octobers. So that's going to be a very close call, and in an event you don't score well, or you score well but you think you can score even more better, your opportunity is lost. So make sure in either case, by your 11th grade, you're almost certain whether you want to go to the States for the United for studying or whether you don't. And follow this content calendar. That is definitely going to help you. And write to me with any other queries that you have pertaining to studying in the United States of America. I am going to be there to help you. I'm going to leave all my information at the end of this video, and please make sure to like, share and subscribe to my channel. I hope you find my information useful enough, and see you next week with another video. See you guys. Bye bye.